Hallelujah. All praise, honor, and glory goes to the Most High. Thank you. Thank Yeshua. Got a quick script for you guys, something to meditate on, maybe expand your thinking. Slow down a minute and, reflect on your life. What the Most High has done for you. Quick script for you guys out of the book of Proverbs. This is chapter 19, verse 17. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17. Says, whoever is kind to the poor lends to Yahweh, and he will reward them for what they have done. I'm going to read it again. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. A lot of times we may overlook this. We tend to complain and grumble. Come up with all these lists of things that we've done. I've done this, I've given that, I've donated that, I spent all this time doing this and that. I've never seen the Lord reward me for what I've done. I've never gotten the same thing back that I've given. Slow down a minute, slow down. Think about it. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them. He will reward them for what they have done. Reflect back on your life. Remember that time you may have been in an intersection, somebody blew through a stoplight, nearly took you out? How about that time the 18-wheeler was trying to switch lanes and you were in his blind spot, nearly ran you off the road? What about that time when your family was getting sick and you were the only one still in good health? How about that time your dog ran away, got out? You're driving up and down all through the neighborhood, couldn't find it, calling, shouting, clapping your hands. A day goes by, 2 days goes by. You lost your dog, couldn't find it, no sight, no nothing, and no clues of where it might be. Then that fourth day it shows back up. Or that third day, whatever the case is. But instead we like to complain, we like to grumble and murmur. I've done this, I've given that. I've never seen the Lord reward me for what I've done. I've never gotten the same thing back that I've given. Slow down, slow down. Proverbs 19. Listen to the later part in the verse. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them. He will reward them for what they have done. Maybe it was protection that you've gotten. Maybe you were at a crossroad in your life where you needed direction. You didn't know what path to take. You needed some guidance. Maybe you were wrestling with a question that's been weighing on your spirit, and somebody stops you at the market, just has casual conversation, doesn't even know you, but they get to speaking in it gives you the answer that you need. It could be good health. It could be deliverance. Something that you were wrestling with, a stronghold that's been really pulling you back into addiction. And you broke free from that. It could be healing. It could be protection. It could be deliverance. Just because you don't see it the same way that you've given it doesn't mean the Most High hasn't rewarded you. Meditate on this. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to Yahweh, and he will reward them. He will reward them for what they have done. How has the Father rewarded you for what you've done? Being kind to the poor. Maybe it was something that you wouldn't have even expected, but he's rewarded you in that way. See, the mighty Elohim that we serve is a mighty, mysterious, and miraculous Yah. He works in many ways. Many ways. And he's got a mighty hand. Don't think that he's not active in your life just because it didn't go the way that you've seen it, or the way that you've given it. The way that you expected it to come, it didn't happen. It could have been a different area of your life where He's rewarded you. Meditate on that. Expand your thinking a little bit. Slow down and reflect on your life. How has Yahweh rewarded you? Bless y'all.